What's up, Geekers? We're back with episode 3 of Franchise Mode, where we're doing the Montreal rebuild. Now, I really want to start off by thanking everyone that's been dropping into this video. So if you've been enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button at the bottom so we can continue uploading this great content. Also, stay tuned as there will be more content coming out this week with a new series and a new game, which may interest you or may not, depending how much of a geek you are and what type of geek you are. So don't worry, everyone could be their own geek, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys always stopping by. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Montreal Canadiens, episode 3, rebuild franchise mode, coming into the second halfway through the second year of the rebuild, and let's see how the team has been doing so far. And we're going, we load in right here, one day after the trade deadline. So we did have that issue with the the simming, and I apologize for that. But quickly looking at the points and how our team has been performing, Nick Suzuki has been playing really well right now, and I'm really happy about that. Aaron Ekblad, Anderson, Kotkaniemi really playing well. Then you have Getzlaf that we picked up in the offseason doing phenomenal. Caulfield right there with 22 goals, leading the team in goals as a rookie. Definitely can't be mad about that. And if we check the rookie scoring right now, I think he may actually be leading all rookies entirely. So we may actually get our first Calder winning player. Look at that, Quinton Byfield and Cole Caulfield at 37 points apiece. But we have to be careful for Alex Barré-Boulet, a French Canadian. Look at that, top 6 medium at 24 years old. He's an 80 overall. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna go and grab this guy. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want those French Canadians on the team. He doesn't fit with anything we have, but let's see what we can do. Let's go get ourselves some French Canadians, rebuild that Montreal Canadian dynasty if we can. So we're gonna sim through the rest of the season right here, once again, month by month, and let's go all the way up to the Chicago game and see how we do. Right now we are, I think, holding on just barely to a playoff spot, or no, we're way down. Perfect. We got a few losses there. Goaltending wise, we have Caden Primo in nets right now and Jake Allen. Jake Allen will have to move though. He will not be staying with us this season. I don't think we're going to sign him back at $4 million. If he's asking for less, we'll take a look at investing in some money into him. If not, we'll go and get ourselves a young goalie. Nothing more than $3 million, so we don't spend more than $4 million on goalies. We have Primo locked up for 8 years, $1 million, which is gorgeous. So quickly, let's go to the draft class right here. Again, not many Q players in the top. And that does hurt. That does hurt. Look at that. No Qs until Gautier. That is where we're predicted to draft right now. So that may be who we choose. But if I'm being honest, I really want Connor Geekie. And I may just go and get my center right there. I mean, we're geekers. We need Connor Geekie on the team. He will become the captain on the 4th line for the rest of his life. I do not care. It's just the way it's going to happen. And that's going to be actually season 2 of this show. Is we're going to do a rebuild. And we're going to do the Seattle Geeks. And see how we do. Always with salary cap on, of course. Okay, so right now we're 32, 32, and 13. We're sitting dead last in our division. So we have that going for us. Dead last in the Atlantic Division. Nick Suzuki at 71 points, 85 overall. That is great. Getzlaf at 54, Kotkaniemi at 52. Slowing down a bit this year, not having a great season, but he's an 87 overall. He is playing, I think, on the second line right now with our young guys. So if we go and check out the lines right now, here you have it, folks. You have Anderson, Suzuki, and Toffoli with Caulfield, Kotkaniemi, and Byfield. Perry and Getzlaf united, playing with Kirby Dach, trying to help this guy grow. He's at 82 now, and you got Alex Tuck, Philip Deneau, and Mckinnon, the only French-Canadian player on the team right now, Philip Deneau. Defensively, we got Seider, Ekblad, Romanov, Burke. Then you got Schuneman and Leskinen. And as I was saying, in my goalies, we got Jake Allen and Caden Primo, which Caden Primo will become our number 1 goalie at an 80 overall. That is hugely hurtful, but we will see how that goes. So, Game 1 against Chicago, we lose. We still get 2 points, though, on that game right there. 2 goals. Against Colorado, who should be doing really well. And we lose 6-2 again. So there you have it, folks. Our goaltending is not what we need it to be, and that is quite all right. And here we go again. Oh, and we win that one. 5-4 in overtime. That's the way to do it. We move on right here. 7th overall. Let's see. Oh, and we win. Okay. So we're still holding on to the last place. Panthers are really close to us, though. I don't think we'll pass them. The Rangers are in dead last, though. That's crazy. Rangers at 72. 74 now. My apologies. That is hurtful, but Nick Suzuki with 75 points on the year. Solid year. Definitely can't complain. Good for him. And let's quickly check out the stats of the team. Nick Suzuki might have just pushed up his value real nice and high. We might end up having to trade him to go and get ourselves a real good first-line center. 7.5. I mean, we could definitely look at moving him. There we go. Look at that. Definitely can't. 32 goals for Caulfield as a rookie. That is phenomenal. 51 points. I'm looking forward for this kid being in the NHL full-time next season and not being delegated to the bench during the darn playoffs. What are you talking about, Ducharme? Come on. You're literally just as bad as the Game of Thrones D&D. You're Dumb and Dumber literally in the same name. What are you doing? Benching out on young players, our young prospects that literally helped your team beat Pittsburgh last year in the playoffs, and you're gonna say, nah, let's play Eric Stahl, because you know what, Eric Stahl, hey, Eric Stahl was a phenomenal player. He can't keep up to what he used to be able to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. We know that. I think this guy's from Quebec though, right? He has to be from Quebec, like with a name like Matthew Savoie. Tell me where he's from. Brutal. All right. Honestly, this would be a great guy to get, but he's two-way. That's what I don't like. Playmaker. These are all playmakers. It's a power forward here. That's why we might actually go for Nathan Gautier, because he is a power forward, and power forwards are useful. You don't want too many playmakers, to be honest. Playmakers don't shoot the puck. They just pass it, and that's their biggest problem. That is their weakness. The New Jersey Devils win the Stanley Cup, and the salary cap only goes up by a bit. Barely $4 million it goes up by. Florida wins the first. Montreal has the 7th overall pick. We actually dropped a spot. So we're going to see what we're drafting at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's Savoie or Gautier. So we could get our French Canadian. That's probably what we're going to do. And then we're going to definitely trade away. That is an interesting pick. 6'4" sniper. Eesh. I mean, you know what? Maybe we won't trade away the pick, but we'll definitely move this one and see what we can do with this one. So let's move in. We don't need to do the interviews. We know we're going to get our French Canadian. Il parle le français. Il va être le capitaine dans les Canadiens de Montréal bientôt. It is quite incredible. Chara retires, Louis Eriksson retires, Brent Seabrook, Soderberg, Johnson, Boyle, Richardson. Let's see if anyone from the Montreal Canadiens lineup retires. Does Getzlaf or Perry take a bow? I don't think so, because they'd be probably really close to the top. And exactly, no one retires yet from Montreal, so we may get Getzlaf and Perry back for one more year. Let's see if we can get them for some good contracts. Skip the interviews because we already know who we're drafting, so we don't need to interview. Let's enter the trade deadline. Alright, quickly, let's offer a trade, and let's see what everyone's looking to get rid of. Henrique, okay, thirds, Swayman, Gusev, Coleman, Holtby, and McTavish. I might actually take Holtby from you guys. What's he at? You have him signed at 1.36 million, 2 years left. He's an 83 overall, or 6 million for Markstrom, 87 overall. He's 32 years old, though he may drop really quick, so we're not going to take him. All right, Cylindrolson, Schnapp, Bocage. They have to re-sign. I think that's what Montreal's going to go. We're going to go at Nathan McKinnon, because look at that. His contract's done, and they have some big contracts on the book here. They may not be able to sign him back, so we might actually be able to go steal a few of their players. Oh no, he has an extension at 11 million. 11 million they signed him for. Damn. And they signed Byron for 875 as an extension? Really? For how many years? 1 extra year? Alright, let's try to take this from him. This guy's a bomb. Look at him. Two-way defender. Elite medium potential. Already 83. Let's definitely sign him. What do we want to move? Zach Lereur. This guy actually developed greatly. I'm so proud of you. Way to go. Do we have draft picks that are worth it? It's tight. We can give Colorado back their draft if we want, but okay, let's keep on moving. Columbus picks. Mrazek, Lavoie, Luosterainen, Pedersen, Edler. All right, Duchesne, Nemesnikov, Sad. Okay, keep in mind, because this is going to be all basically guys that we're going to probably try and pick up. Okay, so right here, let's sim the pick. Let's see. He's a 79 medium center. Okay, playmaker. Then you got 76. So it is a weaker draft pick, honestly. Like let's sim to pick 7. They didn't pick up Gautier, so we got our Quebec player. Let's do it right there. Nick Gautier, power forward center, 6'4". Look at that pick right there. 70 overall, top 6. I like that. He's gonna be playing on the first line in the AHL right now. And we're gonna sim to pick 20 because there was a 6'4" sniper that I saw. If he's still available, we're definitely gonna pick him up. There he is, 6'4", Kale Bergfors. Let's do it. Yes, sir. That is what I am talking about. What a pick. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. Phenomenal. Not even kidding. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. And 64 overall, way down there. That's good. Like, that's, you're definitely not going to complain. But he's a two-way forward, not a sniper, so that does irk me a bit. So we're going to look to make a trade now. Okay, we're going to go and get ourselves Bowen Byron from Colorado. We want to get that young defense. Look at that, 21 years old. This guy is amazing, and they can't afford him. They will not be able to afford him next year. And they signed him too, like, that's insane. They signed him for 1 year extension. I love it. Like, oh man. Okay, let's go to free agency. Let's do our last pick. Do our last pick and see what happens, because my goodness, if we could honestly, 65, 64. Okay, solid. And what do we have here? Do we have a gem? Do we have a gem in the making? There is a gem right here. Oh my goodness. We have to take him. 4 years, but he's a gem. He's a gem, and he's an offensive defenseman at 6 feet. Let's do it. Take this gem. Pick him up. All right, 62 top 4. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. What a gem. And let's sim to our next pick in 67th, which is 3rd round, 3rd overall. And what do we got here? We got Holden Cooperman at a sniper. We don't got much. I kind of want to go Cyrus Primo. Okay. What's this? Julian Lutz. I like that name. I think we're going to go with Lutz. Let's go with Lutz. Let's do it. We're picking Lutz. He's a center. Bottom 6'4", two-way center. I like that. I like that a lot. We're definitely be doing some big moves this year. Like, some guys we're not signing back. Some guys we need to give big contracts to. And we got a goalie. He's a gem. Oh my god. 6'4", Kirk Parsay. Oh my god. We just got ourselves an elite medium goalie. Look at this. Oh yes. This guy's got potential. I am in love. We just did a steal there with Parse. He is a gem found in the later rounds. I love it. Right now they're telling us to take Victor Goldobin. We do have though Ilya Suglobov, who may be an elite two-way defenseman. I like him. He was on an up by the draft coming up, so let's definitely take Sugoblov. He's a 7th D, that's fine. Let's see if we did the right choice though. All right, it kind of hurts us that one, but it's okay. We will recover. We got that gem. 7th round, 6th overall. What can we steal? All right, there isn't much left. I don't think there's any steals left in the league. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna definitely go for another goalie though. We don't need centers. We definitely don't need a defense. So we're gonna go for Sergej Gonchar from Russia, and he ends up being an AHL starter, so that's perfect. I'm more than okay with that. And that's the end of the draft. So let's sim to the end. And we're gonna see how that goalie is. We're gonna see if he's ready to go into the NHL right away. We're definitely gonna offer him. We got some good picks there. That was some solid guys. And our first pick was a French Canadian, because that's what Montreal does. We draft French Canadians in the first round. We got to rebuild that French life. La vie du Québécois. Let's go. On choisit juste des gars de notre coin. So I love it, you know. I love it so much. Okay, so we have to re-sign Quinton Byfield. We have to sign Caulfield. That's going to be hard. And we have to re-sign Moritz Seider. And we have to re-sign Josh Brook. So we have a few big signings to do, a few small signings to do. So quickly, we're going to go to the RFAs first. Priority signings, Quinton Byfield and Cole Caulfield. Byfield at 19 years old, that's actually really good. And I can get him for 8 years. 7 years keeps him at an RFA, which I like. So 5.6 million, 7 years. Let's do it. I really like this. Elite medium, offer contract. Cole Caulfield, sniper. We're going to offer you the 8 years. So you come out at 29 and we lock you up. Look at that at 4.5 775. That is two great signs. Right here, Moritz Seider, he's at 81 right now. He's having a bit of an issue. I like this actually. 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 2.25. Let's sign you for long term, because even if you end up just playing on like my main line, I'm more than okay with that. Josh Burke, you actually played well this year, so I am gonna give you a nice little, you know, we're gonna keep you at 3 years because you're way too expensive. We're gonna tender you your last offer. Peyton Krebs, you should be making the NHL this year, so we're gonna offer you 3 years, 800,000. I want to see you in the NHL. Qualify you, release Vayemo, qualify Hillis, qualify Leskinen. Caden Gooley, it's time, my man, it's time. 3 years, come into the NHL, let's go. Teasdale, qualify. Elanin, qualify. Okay, now that we're done that, goalies, we have nothing. Okay, unsigned. We know we have some big guys to sign here, so let's go. We got Nick Gautier right there. Nick Gautier, I love it. Let's go. 3 years, let's go, Huckins. All right, Bergfors, not right away. We're gonna let you develop. We're gonna let you develop. We're gonna definitely sign you, who was a steal. Top 4, and we're gonna go and sign. Oh my god, look at this. I want you to develop, and you're ready to go right away into the NHL, which I like. So, right here, offer contract. Let's go. Now, what do we have in UFA? That's the thing. Okay, so we can definitely get Getzlaf back. He can definitely play 1 more year with us. 3.425 million. Perfect. And let's get Perry back as well. We're going to put them on the same line. Lekanen, let's go. Hudon, you're gone. Schoonman, we're going to sign you back. At 26 years old, we'll give you 1 more chance. You were even playing in the NHL this year, so I was proud of you. And let's sign these young guys that we have that we just didn't give contracts to. 7th, we're going to let you go. Top 9 forward, sure. And that's everything. Goalies, we're not signing Jake Allen back, so we are going to sign Lindgren back this year. All right. And let's see who sticks and who doesn't as we sim to the free agency. Getzlaf has decided to resign. Byfield was happy. Caulfield was happy. Perry refused. Okay, so we lost Perry. And everyone else seems to be good. I think we got it, guys. I think this is going to be a solid year. Probably the last year of the rebuild. And then next year we're definitely going for like cup contention. Because don't forget, we still have guys like Dano, and I do have to move Tuck out of the lineup. We have to do that trade. So let's see what there is available so we know what we're going for. Okay, so Pasternak, that would be a beautiful sniper to add to the lineup. And then we can definitely keep Caulfield low. And Pasternak's 26, which I like. But he's an RFA, so we're going to be losing a lot of draft picks here. But can definitely be worth it. 7 years, 12 million. Most of our guys are locked up long term anyways. But look at that, Ovechkin. That's insane. 94 for Ovechkin. And Ovechkin's asking what? 1 year though. That's the thing. 1 year. I don't want to sign him for 1 year. I want to get someone that's going to get long term. And there's not much else, you know. There really isn't much else. We're not missing many players too. Defensive, oh my goodness, what the hell? Where did you come from? Chris Drigger. Is this serious? 89 overall? Guy's asking 13 million. He's never played before. What? Where did you come from? The guy comes out of nowhere at 28 years old. These are all unrestricted free agents. That's insane. But 13 million, that doesn't even make sense. Let's make someone else make that stupid signing. That's ridiculous. We're gonna stay with our goalies this year. Like I said, we actually don't want to do great. So the only thing is, I don't know if I should sign Pasternak and give up draft picks or sign Ovechkin for 1 year. I think I'm gonna sign Ovechkin for 1 year. That's what makes the most sense. Oh, Neverwinter just installed. Yeah, we're gonna offer him 11.5 million. Thing is, if I sign Pasternak, I can move to Foley. Let's do it. Let's move to Foley. once he accepts, obviously. We have 15 million in cap space. We're going to offer him 13.4 for 7 years, and then move to Foley. The next 4 years of first round picks, yes, let's do it. Like I said, though, if we move to Foley, we can go and get that first round back. So I'm not worried about that. So let's see how that works. Does it work out? Does he accept, and does Boston sign him at that price? Josh Anderson, but I don't want Bobrovsky, so we're going to decline that. I don't want Bobrovsky. He's accepted. Okay. He has accepted. Let's keep on moving forward. Does this work? Does this work? Do we just get Pasternak? The rebuild might actually be over. They matched. They matched. Oh, they matched that. Oh, hey, that's good. Boston's going to be stacked now with that huge contract. So now, there we go. 8.4 million. Ovechkin 1 year. Let's do it. Let's give him 9 million. 1 year. Opens up a lot of space. So that's perfect. All right. I can't believe they matched that. I'm shocked that they matched that. We're going to match offer. I don't want to not receive anything and lose a player. That's ridiculous. There we go. Thank you, Elinin, for coming back to the team. Josh, I don't want Bobrovsky. I don't want a goalie. Like, I have an elite goalie coming up. I need to save my money for that. Okay, Ovechkin accepted. So we can definitely make a trade now. So right here we have Ovechkin, Ekblad, Kakemi, Byfield, Caulfield. Like, they might actually play second line again, which is fine. Suzuki at 85. Loaders should be coming up this year. So Anderson here, Kirby Dach here. So it's time to get rid of Tuck. See, Dano is coming due though. I think his contract's due. He has 2 more years at 4.5, so that's fine. So we're gonna move Tuck wherever he is. Where's Tuck? There we go. Look at that. 81, 26 years old, 4 million, 3 years left. Get out of here. And a team like Arizona does want him, so that's good for us. And obviously they do have some really high value players, but we're not gonna be able to get any of those. So we want to see if we can get a young player, something that might actually be there. That's interesting. He's 24 years old. He's still medium, 2-way though. And at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to pick him up with 1 year left on his contract, and we see what he gives, right? There we go. Cleared up 3 million at cap. They rejected. Okay, so just, you know what? Give me a 7th round pick then. I don't care. I'll take the 7th. It's a bad contract. I want to get rid of. There you go. And now we do have to move to Foley though. We can't keep Toffoli. Unfortunately, his price range. Yeah, Toffoli. And look at his value. Where is it now? Like Toffoli, 84 years old, 30 years old, 4.2 million with 1 year left. You know what? At that point, no, we're just gonna keep him and not sign him back. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that's really, I like that. Okay, we have 11 million in cap space still, which is good. But I don't think we're gonna sign anything. I don't think we need to sign anything anymore. I seriously think we. Let's see what goalies. He's still available at 11 million. Let's try something. Let's. Let's see. 2 years. Let's see if this works. We just snagged the best goalie in the free agency. I think we did. 2 years too. So let's sim to next season and let's see what the hell happens. We just signed an $11 million goalie for 2 years. Let's see if this pans out. If this guy actually makes us win a Stanley Cup this year, that's tempting actually. You know what? Yeah, let's get rid of Dano. 2 years left. Make that 4.2. Let's get that cap space back. Perfect. Now I can put up some French Canadians in the lineup. Some young guys, you know, with some potential. Because that's what we want. We want young guys with potential. So we're going to actually we finished the free agency now. So we're going to go all the way up to the start of the season. And that's where it's going to end. That's where this video is going to end. We needed to just do that. We get to the free edit lines. We edit the lines and the season ends there. We'll see how the team looks. And then next episode is going to be the beginning of season 3. All the way up to before the trade deadline. All right. So this makes me laugh though. What are you doing? What are you doing? that looks really good, actually. That looks real good. Okay, that looks good. I like that. Defensively, what are we looking at? Romanov, Ekblad, Seider, Brook, Leskinen, Goalie. I love that. Goalies, Drieger, and Primo. Okay, AHL, we got Lindgren and Demchenko. Can we put in... We can't put in our other guy. Okay, so the other guy that we have is still playing in his goalies. And starting lines here, we got Myzak, Harvey Pinard, and Elinen. I like that. We do have Christian Tanis that we signed, Tolnai, Reyes, Lopes, Pazetta. Okay, defensively, there's our little steal right there. Looking good, looking good. We do have some French guys in the AHL developing, who are going to be our captains right here. We have Ovechkin as an assistant. We got Toffoli. Look how many centers we have. That's hilarious. So many centers. Oh, Zachary Lehrer is there. Man, we're putting him in the lineup. What are you talking about? How is Lehrer not in the lineup? Toffoli, you know what? You're there for one more year. Keep the captaincy. We have to just put Lehrer in the lineup, guys. We have to see. You guys are going to tell me if you want me to keep him in the lineup or not. But I honestly think he's a playmaker. So I want to put him like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. Oh yeah, look at these lines. Yo, let me know what you guys think, but this might actually be the best that we can do. Like, I don't think Montreal gets any better than this right now. And this is a rebuild. We're still in the rebuild. Like, signing Ovechkin it's a 1 year contract. Getzlaf has 1 year left. Toffoli has 1 year left. So these guys, 1, 2, 3 are all gone next year. And then Anderson drops down to the second line. This is actually really good. So let's see how it goes. This is where we're going to end the episode. Vote if you like the line. So again, it's Ovechkin, Kotkaniemi, Anderson, Caulfield, Suzuki, Byron. The only thing is if I want to see if I do this, it becomes +3/+3. So that may be what we do to spread out the love. But you guys let me know. Toffoli, Kirby Dach, and Peyton Krebs. Getzlaf, Zachary Lehrer, the guy that we drafted last year, on the line right now as a 4th line. If I put him up, it does affect, so we're not going to do that. But I could maybe put him there. I like that, actually. Power forward, sniper, playmaker. I like that. Let's do that. Okay, Peyton Krebs, I'm sorry, buddy. You're going to stay there at 5'11". We got a 6-foot guy here. So that's what we're going to do. Armia, Krebs, and Getzlaf. And we're going to put Getzlaf on the center position. And then defensive, we got Romanov, Ekblad, Moritz Seider, and Josh Burke, Otto Leskinen, and Caden Gooley. And then goalie-wise, we got Chris Drager. And this guy has played with a lot of teams. And what the hell? Last year in Chicago just destroyed. And let's see if he keeps that up or if he's going to crash and burn. We have him for 2 years at $11 million, so we'll find out. This might have been a risk signing that we might have to really have trouble getting rid of after. So let me know what you guys think of the lines, if there's anything that needs to be changed. If not, thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you all at the start of next season in episode 4.